Alrighty, guys. So it is Sunday, the 26th, which also means I have one more day wearing this sling. Hopefully, I have a PT session tomorrow morning with my physical therapist. So we will see how that goes, see what she says. And hopefully, tomorrow is the day that I do get to take this off. But it is just going to be another day of going through the ranges of motions for these rehabilitation exercises. I'm going to try to name each movement so you guys can, know what they're called. And if this is something that you're also going through, you can, just find the movement by what I'm calling them myself. So first one's going to be called a, PVC pipe lateral raise. Nothing changes. We're doing 10 reps. We're going to take the left arm and we're just going to assist the right arm out laterally. We're going to go as far as we can. Oh, see. And that's what I meant by yesterday's video. Some days the range of motion will be greater yesterday than it is today. It's just the stiffness that you have to alleviate by just being consistent with these movements. These are not feeling good today. These are fucking painful. And 10. Oh, really feeling a lot of strain on that anterior delt. Also where two of the biggest incisions that they had during the surgery were. So that was the PVC pipe lateral raise. And now we are going to go to the PVC pipe front raise. Same concept, except we're just going to raise the arm out frontwards. Go as far as we can. This one's actually improving a whole lot, which is good because this movement itself you'd use in just a lot of daily activities and daily chores and just things that you have to do throughout the day. So we're going to do 10 of these. Oh, fuck. A lot of stiffness. I also slept like shit last night. I was sleeping in a super weird position. That is call it the PVC pipe front raise. Now, you don't have to make it anything spectacular. You don't have to make it sound cooler than it actually is because it's not cool, it's boring. The next movement, we will call this one the fist wall push. So like the other videos, we're gonna stand and create a 90-degree angle. So I have a 90-degree angle, so I just need to take a couple steps forward to the wall. That's perfect. And what we're doing is just applying a little bit of pressure and doing a 3-second hold. And then back off. So that is the fist wall push. That's what we're gonna call it. I think it's a good name. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now we're gonna hop to the other side. This is going to be, we're gonna call this the 30-degree, 90-degree lateral raise. It's kind of a big word, but it makes sense. We're keeping our arm at a 90-degree angle and we're raising it out to a 30-degree angle. So we're right here, pressing it up against the wall. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 10. All right. Now, I am feeling a lot of fucking pain in my shoulder today, but there's also a feeling that I can't really describe. I feel like there is progress being made despite the amount of pain that I am feeling. Again, that movement was called the 30-degree, 90-degree lateral raise wall push. It's long, but who cares? We're going to call it that. Next one, I don't know what we're gonna call this. Give me a second while I think of a name. The 90-degree door frame elbow push. That sounds good. Yeah, 90-degree door frame elbow push. So, hitting the 90-degree, putting my elbow in front of that door frame, and we're just pushing back, applying a little bit of pressure, where we just put a little bit of strain, get a nice stretch in that shoulder joint. 1, 2, 3. Back off. I lost count, but let's do one more. I feel like that sounds about right and feels about right. So that is the 90-degree door frame elbow push. We're gonna call it that. Now we got one more before I run back through the PVC pipe movements one more time. I'm just gonna create a 90-degree angle with both arms. Now I'm just retracting my scapula, squeezing the shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3, and then back. And then again, it's important not to shrug and not to squeeze so hard because I can't even like fully get that full contraction with my shoulder blade, but I'm going through that movement. And the more that I do this and the more that I'm consistent with this over time, I will be able to fully, contract my shoulder blades, get some trap activation. And I feel the strain everywhere, anterior, posterior, lateral. All right, I'm doing one more because these fucking hurt. Oh. And you can just call, I forgot to give a name for those. You can just call those scapular retract. I didn't make that up. That's a very common word already used. So I went through those 5 to 6 movements. Now, for good measures, I'm gonna do this every time because I'm always able to have a little bit more range of motion after I go through those movements by doing the PVC pipe PVC pipe lateral raise and the PVC pipe front raise, just because everything's a little bit more warmed up. There's been a little bit of strain put on that shoulder joint. I'm typically able to go just a little bit further than I was on the first go around. So here we go. We're gonna do 10 reps again for each one. I'm raising it, I'm raising it, I'm raising it. And just like yesterday, it's just a huge improvement from the first go around, just because everything's a little bit warmed up. There's a lot of mobility work put into those other movements. So yeah, it just makes sense. And if you're also somebody going through this, same process, same journey, I highly recommend doing this as well. You want to make as much progress as quickly as you can, but also without inflicting pain and damaging that repair. And once again, we don't want to shrug. We just want to raise it out laterally without shrugging our shoulders up. Do one more. 1, 2, 3. All right. So yeah, as you could see from this time compared to the first time that I did these, you're always just going to be able to go a little bit further and have a little bit more range of motion because everything's warmed up. So we're going to do one more time with the PVC front raise, and I guarantee you there's going to be more range of motion with this one as well. So we're going, we're going, we're going. How far can we go? Just a huge improvement. And that is why I'm like motivated to go another round after the first one, because I know I can get a little bit further and just more range of motion. I wasn't counting. Let's do 3 more. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today. Now, I do want to give this message. So if you're somebody who has torn your labrum or has torn your rotator cuff, and it could be from you working out or you just like did something wrong and you tore your shit. Now, if you're somebody who did it by not being like a gym advocate or a gym enthusiast, these movements, I probably just made this whole video within 10 minutes. And if you want to go back to your normal everyday life and do the things that you were doing, take 10 minutes out of your day, listen to your physical therapist, do these movements at home so you can go back to just, living normal and having a pain-free shoulder. So that's it for today. Got about an hour and a half before church and then another 6 to 7 hours before the AFC Championship game. Go Chiefs. We got that 3-peat incoming. I'm going to manifest it. You guys have a good day.